way to look at it. So here's a list of celebrities. You can like pause and look at them.
All that letter did, and seeing all those names on that list, reinforces something that I really truly believe is true. Celebrities aren't shit. The traditional celebrity isn't shit. All this letter confirms to me that these people are essentially just whores that can be bought and sold at the highest billing, who have no moral conscience or consensus on what's right or wrong, and everything that matters to them is just at the end of the day the money and the dollar signs that they're able to bring in for themselves. That they don't care about the actual people around them or people around the world, and that everything they've done uh, as far as philanthropy is just a gigantic smokescreen to make themselves look good in the eyes of us, the public, or to them, the eyes of the little people who keep their money coming in. I had an interesting conversation with my friend who works in film. He's a stuntman. And he said because of how celebrity culture has been systematically torn down over the last couple of years between the Me Too movement, between the pushing of diversity in film, or even to a point where now even something as meaningful as that has been used as kind of like a trope in celebrity culture. Expose the expositions of Jeffrey Epstein's links to Hollywood and all sorts of stuff. Hollywood itself is dying. Nobody who wants to be creative wants to be associated with these people, right? People at best want to just get a bag and have nothing else to do with these people because of things like this, because of the tone deaf, ignorant beliefs of people who have an exorbitant amount compared to others. Just take this in. Imagine you're a multimillionaire, right? You come from nothing, right? You get a bag, you're able to give back, and you see this a massive humanitarian crisis, and you can clearly see children being murdered by a more powerful, stronger bully. And what do you do? But you go out publicly and defame those who are dying and suffering in front of our eyes as being vile, evil people. Now, do I condone Hamas killing innocent people? No. But do I understand after being in occupation in concentration camps for nearly 60 fucking years to try and do something to draw attention to how terrible your conditions are? I understand that. Imagine being so morally out of touch with humanity that you side with the people who are killing children in mass publicly. No, don't get it twisted. There's always been a disconnect between people with wealth and people who are everyday people. But there's a clear difference between people who gain wealth and never forget where they come from and people who gain wealth to forget where they came from. Let me break that down real quick. People who gain wealth and never forget where they come from, never, they might move away from the situation they're in, but they never forget the people that were there. They go back, they try to help people, they try to build up their communities. They never really forget where they came from because at the end of the day, wherever they came from shaped them into the person that they became, and because of that, they were able to amass some success, and they feel obligated to give back to those people who helped them get there where they're supposed to be. People who amass wealth to forget where they came from harbor resentment and negative feelings and hatred towards where they came from. They resent where they came from. They resent the life they had before. And the minute they get that financial stability or financial freedom, they are willing to do whatever it takes so they never lose it again. That includes selling their soul to the highest bidder, as long as they never have to look back on where they came from at all. Take a wild guess which one Amy Schumer comes from. And every single celebrity who signed that letter, especially Chris Rock, that one really like fucked me up because I love Chris, but like, bro, what are you? But every single person who signed that letter is so tone deaf to what we're actually seeing in real life. It means they're disconnected to the suffering of others, which means they can't be fucked to care about other people's lives or livelihoods or how others are doing, because they are trying to escape whatever situation they left from and only want to stay where they're comfortable at. And that includes selling their souls, again, to the highest bidder. Like, check this out. If CNN and the BBC are charting to change their narrative from painting Israel as the heroes to Israel is now killing children, the fuck do you think you're gonna do by signing this letter to show the entire world that you would rather see children die than lose a couple dollars supporting the right thing? I'm not gonna lie, at the beginning of this whole thing, I only knew a little bit of the conflict in the Middle East. But after seeing the videos and the pictures of these children being murdered in mass, the crying parents, the doctors willing to sacrifice their lives to try and save a life, them not having food or water and being stuck in a concentration camp, how could you not, as a normal human being, not be moved to at least say something? So in the end of this, I hope every single celebrity who signed that letter loses all their financial freedom. I hope they lose all their support. I hope they can never get it back, because we see who they really are. And from now on forever, free Palestine.